Roadhouse.
Oh my God, Roadhouse!
Iconic movie from the 80s. Am I right or am I right? I'm going to get cheat on this, but I actually enjoyed the reboot too.
All right, let's see what this is about. Where the fuck is everyone?
Except for Conor McGregor's weird walking. God, that's such bad acting. But even though the original Roadhouse is so iconic, there's some very wicked plot holes in this thing. Let's talk about it. Okay, let's start off with an easy one. The movie takes place in a fictional town called Jasper, Missouri. Fun fact, there really is a Jasper, Missouri. Writers should have spent more time researching that one before they said fictional. We have to assume from the movie that the town is kind of podunk, right? It's in the middle of nowhere. But this one guy who owns a roadside rundown bar called the Double Deuce, Tilghman, he flies all the way to New York City, hires a bouncer, one guy, to clean up his bar.
My name is Tilghman, Frank Tilghman. I have a little club outside of Kansas City called the Double Deuce. I need somebody to help me clean the place up.
$5,000 up front, $500 a night cash. You pay all medical expenses.
I can live with that.
And then also spending God knows how much money fixing up the Double Deuce, revamping it, right? By the way, did you ever see any construction going on during that movie? I mean, getting the permits alone would take forever. And at the same time, he's under the thumb of the bad guy, Brad Wesley, who's extorting him and doing all that stuff, racketeering, you name it, right? So if Brad Wesley is so rich and powerful in this tiny little town of Jasper, Missouri, how did Tilghman, number one, get all the permits and construction workers and all that stuff to fix up his bar when he's got a hard time just maintaining his liquor license because that's somehow connected to Wesley? And wouldn't it make more sense, instead of spending all this money fixing up some little dumpy bar in the middle of nowhere, just getting a liquor license somewhere else, building up a nice bar in a populated area? The next plot hole you can't ignore. No one ever calls the cops. Ever. And it's not like the bad guy, Brad Wesley, is doing shadowy things. He's out in the open, literally taking a monster truck through a car dealership and crushing cars.
No! 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 Damn it!
Hold it.
Damn it, you gotta do this!
And everyone's like, yay! Huh? Why don't they go to the state police? Go to some state advisory board or something to launch an investigation. Be like, we're being harassed by this one guy. We don't care if he brought J.C. Penney's to Jasper.
Christ, J.C. Penney is coming here because of me.
But for the love of God, look into this man. No one ever does. That takes us to the next plot hole. At the very end of the movie, spoiler alert, Brad Wesley dies. He's killed by all the other business owners in Jasper, which, by the way, there's only like 3. Okay?
It's over!
This is our town, and don't you forget it.
They're all in Brad Wesley's home. Brad Wesley is shot to death. Cops show up. Who called the police? Why weren't they called earlier? Who called them? And then the owners are like, yeah, we'll handle it. What do you mean you'll handle it? You're in some guy's home that's not your property with that guy being dead, shot to death, and you're all standing around? Really? The next plot hole involves one of the famous bar fight scenes. It happens right after Red's auto body shop goes boom. Everyone's like, ah, then they all just filter back into the bar like nothing ever happened. Okay. But anyways, when they come back into the bar, Wesley's sitting at the bar, Jimmy's there, the bad guy, and all the bouncers come in from the Double Deuce. Jimmy picks up a pool cue, twirls it around like a baton, and all the bouncers are just looking at him. And then he does this, like, oh, we're going to start a fight right here in the middle of the bar. Now, one of the rules that Dalton himself said was take it outside.
2, take it outside. Never start anything inside the bar unless it's absolutely necessary.
But he never does. He breaks his own rule. I know it's a movie, but come on. And another logical plot hole is Wesley's the bad guy, right? He's extorting all the business owners in town. But he's always counteractive against his own interests. Hear me out. He blows up Red's auto repair store. Well, that means no more money from Red, right? And he's constantly harassing and bullying the patrons inside the Double Deuce saloon. Well, if they don't go, the Double Deuce doesn't make any money. He even destroys his liquor. No liquor, no serving, no money. What are you doing? And we finally get to the last plot hole of Roadhouse. And if you're watching so far, thank you so much. Please hit like and subscribe. Sorry, you have to do that. It's like mandatory. In the movie, Wesley makes a comment about knowing someone in Memphis who knows about Dalton's past and how he killed a man.
I have a cousin in Memphis. Tells me you killed a man down there. Tells me you said it was self-defense at the trial. But you and I know that isn't so, don't we?
Well, Dalton was already technically on trial for that and found not guilty. So he can't go back to trial because that would be double jeopardy. So the threat is pointless. I know it's a small plot hole, but still. Ooh, bonus fun fact. Did you know that there was an off-Broadway play of Roadhouse? Unfortunately, it came to an end back in 2004. Who knew?